Hey there, fellow seekers, and welcome back to the Urban Seer. I'm so excited to have you join me today for a special pick a card reading all about your past, present, and future energies in your love connection. Whether you're seeking insights on your current relationship, looking to find new love, or simply curious about what the cards have to say, this is the reading for you. Before we dive in, you have 3 piles to choose from. Each pile holds unique insights for your love journey. So group number 1, we have the world cosmos. Group number 2, we have the Ace of Materials. And group number 3, we have the Six of Inspiration. Take a moment, pause the video if you'd like, and concentrate on the options. Select the one that resonates with you most, and that's your reading. When you're ready, head to the description box to click on your chosen reading. Love and light. Hey group number 1, and welcome to your tarot love reading. We're here to dive into the energies and messages that the cards have in store for you as we explore your past, present and future of this love connection. So starting off with the world cosmos, the initial card that you were first drawn to. This card is a powerful symbol of completion and fulfillment. So it suggests that in this love connection in the past, it really brought you a sense of wholeness. It can be about meeting a soulmate, so it has twin flame energy in this as well, and it's about achieving a significant romantic milestone. So maybe you've never felt this way about someone before, maybe you made like a commitment to one another. It could be an engagement, moving in together, but it suggests like a real significant step in your love life and a real sense of wholeness between the two of you and that connection as well. Moving then on to the Queen of Voices. This card's really about having to make some clear-headed decisions. So maybe something shifted in the connection and it was a kind of a head over heart situation. You had to make some rational choices, set some boundaries, make some tough decisions even for your emotional well-being. And it's a card that encourages you to stay true to yourself, and it is a testament to you that you did do that and looks like you did make those steps in the past. We've also got the Hermit here, which is about a time of introspection. So maybe you had to retreat and kind of spend some time alone. It's a card it's really about self-discovery. And in the past you might have had to seek some answers within yourself through a period of, like I said, of solitude and finding answers within rather than looking at it through this from your specific person. It's about self-awareness, inner reflection, and these were the themes that were going on in past energies. We've also got the Devil appearing here, so quite often this strong connection we see with the world cosmos, a strong connection like this can quickly flip into more destructive energies. It can be a little bit ominous when we see this card, as it's really a card about entanglements and attachments in the more negative sense. It can even speak about addictions that could have been an issue in the connection, something that's held you back in love, or this could resonate about your specific person. And it's really about feeling bound, and it can be about feeling stuck as well. And this card really serves as a reminder to break free from unhealthy patterns. So maybe that's something that you or your partner or both of you had to work through and work hard to break those unhealthy patterns. Because as we move into present energies, we start off with the Five of Inspiration, which can, to me, it's about conflict. It can be about even feelings of like competition. But I always see it as a card about bickering, kind of small fights, but over little things that can turn into big things, like what was that saying? Mole hills into mountains, don't turn molehills into mountains, that kind of thing. But it's about when you're missing that harmonious connection, and everyday life can be bickering, and there's just this sense of disharmony. It's sitting right next to the Five of Voices as well, which is about having communication problems. So maybe that's something that you're having issues with at the moment. It can be about having mental tension as well. So maybe you're feeling quite worried about this connection at the moment. But like I say, it's about communication challenges. And this card comes to remind you and encourages you that clear communication is key to resolving these conflicts that you're experiencing. Work towards fostering a more healthier, more harmonious connection. So kind of thinking before speaking, taking a kind of more gentler approach, and just being very clear about the choice of words that you pick, to sort of tread carefully at this time. We move into, though, quite imminently into much more positive energies. We've got the Nine of Materials here, which is about being able to enjoy the fruits of your labour. So by working on these issues, I see you moving into a more a happier time, really. It's also about working on yourself as well in a more gentler way, like doing the hobbies that you enjoy, so making yourself happy, and then that will in turn help this connection. So by focusing on self-care, finding personal happiness through like hobbies or meeting friends, or kind of whatever you enjoy just personally, and then that in turn will help this connection, and you'll be able to share that with your partner. We've got the Nine of Inspirations here as well, which is about being resilient and determined. So I feel like that you do have resilience and determination, that you want to resolve the issues in this connection as well, and that's you are bringing that strong energy in. You might be guarding your heart, so this person here is taking like a really strong stance, and it's natural to guard your heart, but remember, don't close yourself off completely. So remain open to love and trust this process. But yeah, it's okay to take some time out for self-care and to focus on yourself at this moment, and sort of fill your own cup up, and this will help the connection. But looking to future energies, we've got the Six of Materials here, which is all about giving and taking equally. So I see much more you coming into a period of being much more balanced, and the energy between you and your person being much more balanced. The Six of Materials represents balance and generosity. You can expect your relationship from both partners to give and receive equally, and that in turn leads to much more harmonious and peaceful connection. I see this as you and your person sort of being in a much more place of celebration. The tension seems to have eased. We then have the Knight of Voices here as well, which I'm seeing directly is that your communication has improved. The Knight of Swords is all about taking action and pursuing your desires and determination, and it's just really like a shift from this much more stagnant energy. We're seeing much more movement, much more drive. It's also always very fast paced, this card, so I see you being able to move forward in this connection. So if things feel like they've stalled and they've dragged, and then I see this as you moving forward together much more confidently. It's right next to the Muse of Voices. Traditionally this is the King of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck. Again, a more improvement in communication. The Muse of Swords has intellectual clarity and is really strong on the decision making front, so I see you being able to make decisions about the future together confidently as well. Clearer communication, getting better about thinking before speaking, and this is all going to ensure that your partnership's built on a foundation of understanding and mutual respect. And the last card that we have, which I feel like is confirmation of kind of everything that we've seen with the rest of the cards about this, about balance being restored. Temperance signifies balance and harmony. You'll look, the cards and the messages bring the message that you're going to find this beautiful equilibrium that's been missing up to this point for a while, and it really encourages you to seek. So the energies around temperance, it's about moderation, it's about patience, and it's about harmony. But I see that being restored in this connection after a period of, which looks to be quite challenging, what you've gone through. So in the past, but we looked at all these cards here, looking ahead to the future. Every one of those is positive and brings a much more movement, and much more balance is the predominant word that I'm hearing that's coming through. Group number 1, I hope you found this reading helpful. If you did, please don't forget to show your support by liking this video, leaving a comment with your thoughts, and subscribing to the Urban Seer for more future readings. Until next time, stay curious, stay true, and keep the love alive. Love and light. Hey group number 2, and welcome to your tarot love reading. We're here to dive into the energies and messages that the cards have in store for you as we explore your past, present and future energies in this love connection. So starting off with the Ace of Materials, which is the first card that you were initially drawn to. This card really speaks about a fresh and promising start in your love life. So this is a connection that you've felt with whoever's on your mind. It really speaks about there being the birth of a new relationship or the rekindling of a spark in an existing one. And the card encourages you to remember the potential and opportunities that existed in this connection and still do, and kind of that really strong place that you started. The Ace of Materials is also, it's always about something that's real, so it's really grounded and it's something that you can trust, and it's something it's the element of earth, something that you can really build on. We move into the Seven of Emotions here, which indicates more of a period of confusion or a period of uncertainty. So kind of from this strong start, at some point it looks like uncertainty and some insecurities might have creeped in, and you found yourself faced with multitude of choices. So we see this woman here looking at these it's like some goldfish here, which represent choices and decisions, and kind of feeling a bit lost and not knowing which is the next step, kind of feeling a bit overwhelmed in your emotions and feelings as well, being kind of a bit in your feelings. Illusion can creep in when we see this card as well, and it always reminds us that sometimes too many options can lead to a clouded heart. So however that kind of sits with you and resonates with you, or it could be just some kind of doubt about this connection is what I'm seeing. Something creeped in and things got confusing and things got muddled off the back of something that was kind of a very strong start with the Ace of Materials. We then got the Hanged Man, which is a major arcana, and it signifies a moment of really needing to surrender. It's about a period of self-reflection as well, sort of like having to, been forced to really like look at things from a different perspective. So you can maybe get to a position where you might feel a bit stuck in a situation that you kind of just want to get out of, but for whatever reason you're being held there, and you're being forced to look at things in a different way. A lot can come from that. A lot of growth can come from that. But it can feel like things have come to a standstill. Maybe in the past, that's, like I say, those stuck energies, and it's like a challenging pause is what I'm hearing. And it's really about Spirit is asking you to let go of preconceived notions about love and relationships. This can be really daunting, but like I said, there is a lot of growth from this situation. So maybe what you thought this connection was going to be kind of got flipped on its head, and you really had to like reassess everything. Because we've got the Strength card as well as your final card in past energies. So really about having to find inner courage and strength to overcome the challenges that you were experiencing. But it did show that you did step up, and you did grow, and you did learn, and you were really resilient. So that's like kudos to you, a nod from Spirit for being strong, being resilient. It's a reminder as well of the power that's within you, and how that really sort of looked like it had like a positive impact by you doing the right thing, by stepping up. Maybe it was about looking after yourself or clearly communicating, but I see that you took a really strong stance in whatever this confusion was about, and something that, like I say, that kind of rocked your world a little bit with this connection and how it changed. You held strong, and that really served you in turn. Moving on to present energies, we've got the Awakening card. In the Rider-Waite, this is the Judgment card. So this card calls for, it's a time of self-reflection and facing consequences. So things that you've done in the past, which looks like you've behaved in like the correct manner. So that's a bit like good karma will come back to you on that. If it was, you know, a different situation, it could be with your other connection, if they didn't make good choices or didn't kind of act in the best way, then this is speaking about karma and kind of reaping what you've sown. It also could suggest that you're in a phase at the minute of re-evaluating this connection, and making some, it's a bit like crunch time. It can also be about some important decisions have to be made, and having to take a moment to reflect on the choices up to this point and how they've impacted your current situation. So it's really about taking stock. Alongside this, we have the 5 of emotions. It can be about a card of heartache and feeling some sorrow or regret, maybe wishing things could have been differently. So if you are in like a no contact maybe situation, or this connection's just, you've been brought to a place that, you know, it's just not the best, you feel quite sad about it, and there is a natural, it's totally natural to feel this sense of loss and sadness when things don't go as planned. But this card also advises you to acknowledge your emotions and remember like what you still have, and maybe in the connection as well, what if you want to still be with this person, what remains. Traditionally there is 3 cups that are upturned and the contents is spilt, but there are 2 cups which remain. So again, sort of focusing on that, and take that time obviously to grieve and feel the loss and sadness that you wish things could have been differently. But even in challenging moments, the 5 of emotions reminds us that there's always hope, because then we have the Empress card appearing, which is really positive card. It's about nurturing and creating something beautiful in your love life right now, so about getting back to nurturing this connection. It speaks about abundance and growth. It's really the epitome of abundance, getting everything that you desire, everything that you want. I'm also hearing and seeing that this person thinks of you as having that Empress energy. So the Empress is the card that combines all the queens. So the Queen of Swords, Pentacles, Wands, Cups, etc. She combines all those queens, kind of like the ultimate queen as the Empress. So I see that if you have any concerns or worries about how your person thinks of you, they still see you in that positive light, someone who has so much going for them, so much within them. So if you are looking to deepen the connection, then this card suggests that that's definitely still possible. And it's about birthing a new relationship, so that can be like a new kind of relationship sort of within an existing relationship, if that makes sense. So this connection can grow and change and have a rebirth. And keep focusing on, if you are already focusing on that, continue to do so, because you're fostering something really special, and it's about embracing your nurturing and your creative side as well. We do have the 10 of Voices here, which in the Rider-Waite, that's the 10 of Swords, and this is, it doesn't look positive, but it actually is, because it's about the ending of a challenging situation that you're going through. So it's like the end to the suffering and end to that pain. The 10 is always like something coming to a close. So if it looks like it's been difficult, you've been through a challenging time with this 5 of Emotions, the 10 of Voices speaks about that coming to an end. And this card reminds us that sometimes, like, in order to move forward, we've got to release that no longer serves us. So if that's like old pain, old hurt, again, this kind of 5 of Emotions, being able to not get stuck in that sadness and focus on what remains, nurture the connection and work on this rebirth energy. Then let's go to future energies. We have the 7 of Materials, which is, it's about taking a step back and assessing the progress and growth in this connection. So it's a reminder as well to be patient, to be diligent, so keep working on this nurturing, this energy. Love takes time to bloom, and so your efforts will pay off in the end, but it's about keeping on with that nurture, like I said, that nurturing and that effort kind of energy. The 7 of Materials as well, it's about taking stock. So it's about looking at, oh, that worked, oh, that didn't, so I'm going to do more of what does work, and I'm going to like admit that, like, stop doing that thing that's caused conflict and doesn't help this connection. So it's about being able to reflect on that as well, sort of what everything that you've been through, and being able to break those, don't repeat those negative habits, and instead go, I'm going to keep doing that thing that I know is best for this connection. Because then we have the Page of Emotions, which is a really sweet card to have in your future. It suggests the arrival of a really emotionally rewarding connection. So emotional fulfillment, we can see this heart is just glowing, is blooming. So it's either a new love interest or it's the deepening of an existing relationship. So either way, that's something really, like I say, something really sweet and positive to see in your future. And it reminds us as well to sort of, if you're having a challenging time still now, to remember that this is coming for you. So stay open to new emotional experiences and be willing to embrace the sweetness that love can bring, because we have the Four of Inspiration as well, which is another fantastic card, which is about celebration. It's about stability. So I'm seeing that you are having, after a period of kind of ups and downs and some confusion, much more stable connection, harmonious as well. So you're on the verge of something worth celebrating and sharing with your loved ones, and it's really a reminder as well to cherish these moments of joy and connection, celebrate along the way of the journey, because we can always get so fixated on kind of how we want things to be and kind of where we're going. The Four of Inspiration reminds us to, you know, enjoy what we have now and kind of how far that we've come. We have the Knight of Materials as well, which is a beautiful card to end on. It almost links back to this. You started with the Ace of Materials and you're ending again with the Knight of Materials. It's that same grounded, true, real, earthy energy. So it represents a slow but steady approach to this connection. Kind of be methodical, be practical in your approach to love, and make sure that this is a strong foundation and it's kind of built for the long haul, because I see this as it's a really sort of unique, special connection that you have with this person, and it's something really worth putting in the effort and really worth nurturing. But take that kind of slow, steady approach. Don't be rash. Think before you speak, sort of, even don't try and rush things. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Don't try and rush things. So be patient, stay committed, and put in the effort, because it really is going to be worth it. Group number 2, I hope you found this reading helpful. If you did, please don't forget to show your support by liking this video, leaving a comment with your thoughts, and subscribing to the Urban Seer for more future readings. Until next time, stay curious, stay true, and keep the love alive. Love and light. Hey group number 3, welcome to your tarot love reading. We're here to dive into the energies and messages that the cards have in store for you as we explore the past, present and future of this love connection. So starting off with the Six of Inspiration, which was the first card that you were initially drawn to. This really is a card about victory and success. So I feel like that in the past that you had a real moment of triumph in your love life. So maybe meeting someone who was like meeting your match, meeting someone who was really on your wavelength, and having that a relationship maybe that you'd always dreamed of, maybe had lost hope that it was possible, and then you actually found yourself in this connection, in this kind of relationship that you'd always dreamed of and wanted. Perhaps even the connection stood out to people around you, so they noticed how good you were together, sort of socially as well, maybe the couple that people kind of wanted to be. But yeah, so a real moment of success and victory, and it's also a reminder so that it kind of tells us that you've got what it takes to succeed in love. So if you're maybe in a place where you're having doubts now, this is a reminder that in the past you've had that success and you can have it again. Moving on to the Three of Materials, which is the card about collaboration. It's about working together. So I see you and your person building something together, working on this relationship as a team, sort of building something really strong. The Materials energy is the element of earth, so it's about building that strong foundation, kind of putting in that effort, and I see that you were both doing that. Like I say, just that energy of teamwork and building something real, long-lasting, and something that was really strong and something really positive and something that you could rely on. We've got the Emperor appearing here, which is that need for structure and order in your relationship. The Emperor has very dominant energy, so maybe one of you was more dominant in the relationship. It can be like a protective figure guiding you. So this could be you, or it could be your person in this relationship. This energy, it can become restrictive, so something that was, you know, guidance then can bleed into something that is a bit more controlling even. So it's important, so if you can reflect on whatever this influence, did it feel positive or did it feel restrictive? See if that resonates with you. We do have the Chariot card as well in the past, which is, it's really, the Chariot represents a journey, indicating that in the past that you felt like you did have a really clear direction about where you were going. You were very determined and focused about any challenges that were in your way, sort of that felt like they might crop up in this connection. You were very determined to overcome them, and I see you, like there wasn't a lot of doubt there. I feel like you kind of knew where you were going, knew what you wanted, and had very sort of big ideas about where this relationship was going. This could also be your person. They could have felt the same way. But it's a reminder to stay the course in the journey as well. Moving into present energy, so we've got the Page of Materials, which this card's all about curiosity and learning. So right now you could be in a phase of discovering more about your partner, so seeking new aspects of their personality, their character, what they like, what they don't like, or kind of on a deeper level emotionally. But it's a real period of growth and exploration. So this might be quite a new connection that I'm seeing, or it could be like a new phase within an existing relationship, so whatever sort of makes sense for you right now. But maybe you feel like there's still a lot to know about your partner and for them to know about you as well, so vice versa. But there's still a lot of place for expansion and a place for growth. We've got the Eight of Inspiration sort of right next to that Page of Materials there as well. And the Eight of Wands is always about fast moving energy, so things might feel like they're moving pretty quickly. There's a lot of passion as well, with it being the inspiration. So traditionally that is like a wand suit, which is all about creativity, passion, attraction, communication coming in fast. Communication and passion being at the forefront of this connection as well. So that's really like positive energies that I'm seeing really in this dynamic. The momentum is really sustaining you, and you can feel very connected in this phase as well. So I'm seeing that you're on the same page and kind of mirroring each other's energy. We've got the Four of Voices here. So this could be like a little reminder maybe not to take some time out and take a break as well. So if things are moving quite fast, that's like fantastic and positive, but also not to let it run away from you. It encourages you to take a break, relax, recharge, take that time to reflect on the relationship as well. And make sure that you are going in the direction that you kind of intend to as well. Take some time out for yourself as well, so don't get sort of swallowed up by the connection, which can happen if it feels, you know, if there are a lot of strong emotions and feelings involved and things are going super fast. I feel like this is just like a little nudge, a little notice, just to remember to take some time out for yourself as well, and rest, recharge, and like reflect on what's going on. We've got the Two of Emotions here though, another positive energy that is coming in, which is beautiful sign of a deep emotional connection. So I think it's just acknowledging how strong this connection is, that it is a profound, like right from the get-go, it was like a moment of success. You and your partner are sharing mutual love and affection, so I feel like, again, mirroring back that you're on the same page with how you feel for each other. And really it's just a reminder to cherish the special bond that you have right now that's going on, and how wonderful to kind of have this connection in your life. Looking to future energies, we've got the Ace of Inspiration. And this card is about a spark of passion and creativity. So it's almost like just a continuation of these of these feelings that have already arisen in this connection, but it's kind of building on that as well. I see that you having the sort of flow of ideas and creativity continues to flow and come into this connection. So ideas about the future and making future plans and an expansion as well, I'm hearing. So the Ace of Inspiration is about expanding your plans, sort of thinking big, thinking new ideas, maybe travel as well, like kind of wanting to explore new places, experience new things together, and embracing the opportunities that come your way. And then we have the Sun card. This is probably one of the happiest positive love readings that I have read in a long time, because the Sun is just purely all about joy and enlightenment. It's the happiest card in the deck. So it says, in your future, your love life is set to shine brightly. That's what it says to me. You'll be basking in the happiness and the clarity that this connection will make you feel. And the card reminds you to stay positive and enjoy the warmth of this connection as well. But it's just telling me about how much fulfillment that is potentially what lies ahead in this connection in the future, that this happiness and these good feelings will just continue to grow and get bigger. We do have the Nine of Voices here, which is, this can be a little bit daunting when we see the card, but it just indicates worries and anxieties often that are not justified really. So it's unfounded, these worries and anxieties. And remember that this is just a phase. So sometimes maybe when we get what we wished for, then that can bring in, I'm seeing just those feelings of anxiety but the stakes become quite high, and we can kind of talk ourselves into a negative space and fear of losing this positive, wonderful thing that we've come across. So it's important to address your fears and insecurities in whatever way that helps you, talking to your partner or meditation, whatever it is that can kind of bring you down, talk you down from those anxieties, so that you can release them and let go of them and welcome the love that's meant for you. Ending on the Four of Emotions here. So this is reminding us to, again, like, not close up to these new possibilities. It can, off the back of this kind of fear and worry, the Four of Emotions is sort of speaks about rejecting certain feelings and certain opportunities and emotions. So be mindful kind of not to fall into that. Let these welcome these opportunities and explore them. I'm seeing two faces here again, just sort of directly underneath this Two of Emotions. So about these, just this connection that you do have. It's really important to not let those fears and insecurities get the best of you. So if you are feeling disconnected, take those practices again that ground you, that center you, and let these emotions sort of flow through you, and remain open to the new possibilities, and don't let opportunities slip by. If you found this reading helpful, don't forget to show your support by liking this video, leaving a comment with your thoughts, and subscribing to The Urban Seer for more future readings. Until next time, stay curious, stay true, and keep the love alive. Love and light.